thanks to all taking the time to come here today for our Davidoff event. So I've got a big smile on my face. The reason I have, because I'm not going to do much talking today. Yeah. He's from Davidoff. So he's going to explain the process of this evening. Yeah. The cigar that we're going to smoke, it's not your normal Davidoff, it's a special release Davidoff. We have had the other Davidoffs that they've released over the years, but he will explain to you how rare of this cigar is, okay? So how many people here smoke Davidoff cigars?
Oh, nice. Well, I was expecting, yeah.
Yeah, which is great, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything less than this.
Yeah. But when you start talking, I'd like you to ask how many have tried this edition. Not 100%. This particular edition, but the previous ones. Yeah. So that'll be interesting as well.
It's been out for 5 days, correct?
5 days, yeah.
5 days.
So who's had it?
In the last 5 days.
No one?
No. But in the past, okay, excellent.
Saving yourself.
Yep,
Yeah.
so I'm going to sit down.
Right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yep, enjoy.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey guys, ask him loads of questions, please, okay? Because I know
I'm all yours for the next 2 hours. But yeah, well, my name is Vaibhav. I'm the account manager for Davidoff Cigars, based in London. As most of you must have heard about Davidoff or smoked Davidoff, we are one of the largest handmade premium cigar producers in the world. We've been operating for over 150 years now. And in the UK, we own and distribute over 7 brands under the Davidoff portfolio, the likes of Davidoff Winston Churchill collection, the White Band collection, which is our core range, the Discovery lines. We also have extensions of Davidoff brands like Zino Nicaragua cigars, Cusanos, Camacho cigars. We have opened up the distribution rights for Avo cigars, and we also distribute Plasencia cigars. The cigar of the evening, as AJ mentioned, is going to be a very special Davidoff Chef Edition, 2025 Chef Edition cigar. And that's the box right there. It's a very special Chef Edition cigar. It's the 4th Chef Edition cigar. After the first one was launched in 2016, our first Chef Edition cigar was launched in 2016 with only 3,300 boxes. And then in 2019, and then in 2021 with about 7,500 boxes. And then 2025, 5 days ago, with 17,500 boxes across the world, from which the UK market has only been allocated about 150 boxes. So that's a little bit about Chef Edition cigars. The storyline behind Chef Edition cigars and how we collaborate Davidoff with chefs across the world is it all starts at our head office, in our headquarters in Basel, where we invite the world's top renowned chefs. So for this particular blend or Chef Edition cigar, we have invited 5 Michelin-star chefs from across the world, one from America, Switzerland, Germany, Spain, and Singapore, having over 11 Michelin stars on their shoulder. And we ask them for their preferences in terms of taste profile, the complexity, the aromas that they would like to have in their cigar. And we would then take their requirements and their preferences and send it over to our master blenders that are based in Dominican Republic. And then our master blenders would then go searching for the best aged tobacco leaves that would and start creating different cigar lines based on their requirements, and create 4 to 5 samples and send it back to our headquarters in Basel. And finally, the chefs alongside the tasting panel would select the final blend, the final cigar that is to be launched as Chef Edition cigars. So that's the affiliation and how we collaborate chefs in the Chef Edition cigars. So rest assured, this line of cigar is full of flavors, very complex, very well balanced, and has been chosen by the best chefs in the world that is having the finest palates in the world. So that was a little bit of the storyline behind it. Any questions from anyone? As AJ said, I'm all yours tonight. Please feel free to ask any questions. So has everyone got the cigar in hand? Let's enjoy the cigar then. I'll tell you a little bit about the cigar itself. This is a full filler cigar, or a long filler cigar, some of you may know it, which is completely hand rolled in Dominican Republic. It is a medium-bodied cigar, so I'd give 3 out of 5. Not very light, neither too strong. Just a perfect intensity, balanced, and a blend. And the box comes in a Toro-size format, 10 Toro-size in a box. The box is, if you have seen the box of the cigar, it has a marble lid that resonates with chopping board or a kitchen platform. And if you flip the lid, it serves as a cigar serving tray as well. So very well thought box. And it is a multi-origin blend. So by multi-origin blend, I mean the wrapper leaf is the Ecuadorian wrapper leaf, Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper leaf. The binder leaf is from Mexico. We use Mexican San Andreas binders. And then the filler leaves is where the difference is made. That is what makes this cigar truly special. We use San Vicente filler leaves that comes from Dominican Republic, which is aged for 15 years. We also use piloto leaves, which is aged for 5 years. But the piloto leaves are aged in yagua bells or palm leaves, as some of you may know it as. So not only does the piloto leaf develop its own flavors while it's been aged, but it also infuses the aromas and flavors of the palm leaves. And that's where you get the floral aromas. And then we also have the hybrid 98 leaves that is exclusively grown by Davidoff in Martin Garcia region, based in Dominican Republic. And that's also grown in Dominican Republic and aged for 5 years. So that's all about the characteristics and the blend of the cigar. Right, so I'll talk about the taste profiles of the cigar now. And because the cigar has been, the blend has been initiated and finalized or approved by the best chefs across the world, so it's full of flavors. The flavor will keep evolving. The intensity of the cigar will keep evolving. So I'll break down the taste profile into 3 parts. In the first third of the cigar, you must have realized it starts nice and easy with that sweet creaminess kicking in, some peppery notes kicking in, with floral aromas, which is derived from the piloto leaves that's been aged in yagua bells. And then as we move on to the second third of the cigar, in the middle third, the flavors will evolve, where you will come across notes of some rosewood as well as leathery and lemon zest notes. So flavors will evolve in the middle third, and then the flavors will again evolve in the final third. The cigar will become a lot more intense, a lot more robust, where you will come across notes of oak wood, spices, and coffee notes. So it starts nice and easy, and then develops and evolves in flavors, and then the intensity of the cigar also develops and increases as you come to the close of the cigar. Let's enjoy the cigar. We'll give out the cocktails shortly, and I'll hand over to Marshall, who will talk about the cocktails for the evening. And yeah, thank you so much for coming down and listening to me.
Well, guys, how are you? Welcome again. Just quick heads up, what are you guys gonna be drinking today? As you know, you're smoking a cigar design or that by chefs, and of course everybody has a Michelin-star, so you can imagine how creative those minds are. So in number 6 today, we decided to play around a bit with the cocktail. We are gonna bring you a cocktail whiskey based. What we choose today, it's a run Sauternes. Do you know what Sauternes is? Sauternes is pretty much a sweet white wine cask. Okay, so that whiskey, you will find a bit of like sweetness, sweet spice, a bit of kick, because this is not a 43%. This is a 50% whiskey, but of course blended with the blue orange liqueur. And also we do a bit of a cat's claw infusion. It's a roots that comes from the Amazons. So we cook it for hours with orange and lemon peels. And then we let it brew, cool it down. And we made a little blend just to make it a bit more interesting. So take you away from what you normally do when you drink a whiskey cocktail. That is, of course, old-fashioned Manhattans. That the color of the cocktail normally is pale, gold, yellow, brown. Well, I'm trying to give you something with a different perspective, different color, different flavor also. But, I would love you to hear your honest feedback after you tasted it. And then for the ones that they don't you guys don't drink alcohol, I have made a mocktail based on a blue pea flower. I don't know if you tasted it before, it's pretty much a tea. I'm mixing it with elderflower cordial and a touch of ginger ale. Trust me, it's gonna go very well with the cigar. So I hope you enjoyed the cigar and the night. And good night.
Just to let you know that Marshall flew to the Amazon just to get that. Okay?
Yes, yes.
Hello, my dear Davidoff aficionados. Do you appreciate the art of fine dining? Then this cigar will be of special interest to you. The Davidoff Chef Edition 2025, a Toro created in collaboration with 5 renowned international chefs. Since fine dining and premium cigars share so many parallels in terms of blending expertise and craftsmanship, we invited 5 chefs who share 11 Michelin stars between them to contribute their deep understanding of aromas to the blending process. The result is something from the very top table of flavor. The taste experience is inspired by the chef's culinary style that is light and fresh. We achieved this with a number of special tobaccos. Amongst them is a 15 years aged Dominican San Vicente and a filler tobacco aged in Jagua palm leaves, a time-honored technique that we at Davidoff have applied for the very first time and that refines the tobacco noticeably. The Toro opens with a touch of cayenne pepper, which quickly softens into a smooth sweetness of whipped cream. You can really taste here how the Jagua aged tobacco brings complex floral aromas to the blend. As the journey continues, an impressive bouquet of flavors emerges. Cayenne pepper is still present in the retrohale, but the palate also gets entertained with notes of perfumed rosewood, leather, and a subtle hint of lemon. Towards the end of the cigar, the intensity increases slightly, unveiling a crescendo of fresh spice, coffee, and oak wood, and the perfumey flavors from the second third give way to more robust notes. To further enhance the experience that will fill your time beautifully for 60 to 80 minutes, I recommend pairing the Toro with a drink. Considering the fresh and complex notes of the cigar, both a Sauvignon Blanc or a Virgin Moscow Mule would be an excellent choice. Enjoy and let me know what you think. Cheers.
we thought we'll come up and just have a feedback from you guys. What you think of your first third of the cigar, and somebody on their second third of the cigars. So come on, don't be shy.
Let's hear you out.
Let's hear you out, gents on this table. What do you think? Your first half. How do you find the cigar?
Very smooth. The retro hill was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Retro makes a big difference, doesn't it?
It really does.
You know?
Then you can really enjoy the flavours of this cigar.
You really enjoy the
When
notes.
there's no sharpness
Yeah.
on the retro.
No, there's no
It's
sharpness.
surprising.
Yeah. Sharpness as in
Yeah.
like you get the ammonia.
Yeah.
They're very bitter at your nose.
Yeah.
Sometimes your eyes really water up.
Yeah.
But no, super smooth. Smooth. And when
Yeah.
you retro, everybody retro hells in here? Hands up.
Whoever's retro. Yeah.
Everybody retro hells? If you don't retro hell, why? I think, I know I always talk about retro hell, and Rekha says to me, Papa, stop talking about retro hell. But I think retro hell is a big must, because like you said, you can understand the flavors that your palate does not pick up. And especially in your nose, it picks up all the notes you could ever think of. The smoothness, the creaminess where your palate will never give you, and the little spiciness that your palate doesn't pick up, like they say the Cajun pepper. You can feel it a little bit on your tip of your tongue, but through your nose you can feel it more
evident.
It's not like red spice. It's a Cajun pepper that
Cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper.
I was listening to the video.
Right. Like you mentioned, it's not very strong as you get started, and it just builds up on flavors, and also the retro hell is where it's quite evident with the peppery notes, and that sweet creaminess will then kick in as you approach. As someone mentioned out there, that they are finding that creaminess kicking in as you approach the second third of the cigar. So again, taste is subjective from palate to palate, but this is something that we are all going through when it comes to the first third of the cigar.
Gents, we just want to wrap up, but there's no rush to leave. Okay, we just need to finish it off for the video.
And to say thank you very much for
course,
coming
it was a
tonight
pleasure.
and letting everyone enjoy the Chef's Edition 2025.
Thank you. It was.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the cigars, the cocktail, the mocktail, the ribenas, and looking forward to smoking many more with you guys. Thank you so much for organizing this,
Thank you.
Rekha,
Thank
AJ.
you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
And thanks to you all as well again for supporting us as well. Okay, so appreciate
thank
it.
you to the team who are behind
Yeah.
the scene. Right, gents, thank you everyone.